Fans, welcome inside another edition of Freedom Focus. I'm Rob Rundle. Standing alongside me, a fellow NAIA World Series champion and player of the week so far, Tyler Reichenborn. Reichenborn was involved in all three scoring plays in that first game against the Schaumburg Boomers, where we swept them, which made it 6 consecutive wins after the series. And so you were also involved in the first scoring play in the second game, so that's 4 runs in total. So how does it feel getting your first hit and also your first couple RBIs and also throwing out a guy professionally here in Florence?
It feels amazing. You know, I've always, ever since I started baseball, I always wanted to play pro ball. And now that I'm finally here, you know, it's just living a life dream. So I'm just going to go at it how I always played baseball. So.
Absolutely. You know, this is a guy who really has it all right now. And let's kind of transition back to college. You played at Tennessee Wesleyan. You won the NAIA World Series, which is really hard to do. That's in Lewiston, Idaho. And you also won Gold Glove. And so that really speaks. You can play defense, and obviously you can hit. How does that feel, winning a World Series?
Wow, you know, it was just a great experience. You know, I've never won a World Series like that before. I've been to the World Series before at the JUCO level, but just didn't really get it. But just the team we had this year was certainly something special. We were talented in all aspects and talented all the way up and down the lineup.
Yeah, indeed you were. And also, you have a teammate now in Florence named Zach Spivey, and you actually faced off against him. He went to Weber International. For those tuning in, Tennessee Wesleyan actually faced off against Weber International in the championship game in the Kingsport, Tennessee bracket to get to Lewiston, Idaho for the World Series. What all of you talked about, you know, kind of being in the clubhouse, just guys going back and forth?
We certainly discussed that whole regional. You know, when we faced him, he was the only person to shut us out all year. So I told him, like, he definitely has great stuff. He can really mix up all of his pitches, subtract and add to all of them, and he was dominant the first time he faced us. Of course, it was the only shutout we had all year. He tried to come out the second day, and that's when we actually got him to actually go to the World Series. Yep. But no, we're great. We're already bonding really well. Strong connection already.
And that's pretty awesome, man. Just the fact that 2 opponents are now teammates, and you guys are off to a hot start, both of you guys. And now let's kind of transition tonight. You're slated to be the center fielder, and you're facing against, you said, a fellow roommate of yours who went to Tennessee Wesleyan, and Jack Granith. Tell us a little bit about him and your past.
No, great roommate. When I first got there, he's the first guy that I met, so I think it's going to be great. We've been texting all day today, kind of giving each other some crap about who's going to win and stuff, but no, he's a solid pitcher. He was one of our starters and relievers, and he definitely helped us. He was one of the key factors in helping us get to the World Series and actually winning it. So.
And aside from just tonight, what has your approach been in the professional level different from the college level?
I'm actually keeping the same approach. I'm always learning, so I'm sticking with the same college approach I had now. I'm going to see how it turns out by the end of my first week, and I know I'm going to talk with coaches later on and just see what adjustments I need to make and just go from there.
So you've been batting 5th too as well in the first 3 games. Is that a spot in the order you've usually batted, or have you usually batted like up in the order or in the bottom part of the order? Because I mean, you've been hitting the ball very well.
College and high school I've batted top 3. I figured in pro ball I wasn't going to be there because definitely got some veteran guys that have experience with it. But no, I'm happy batting 5th. It's somewhere where I can learn. You know, I can make mistakes and just learn from them and go from there.
Now I have to ask, are you a Fortnite guy too? Do you participate in the clubhouse playing pregame Fortnite?
I was a Fortnite guy, but I am no longer. I just couldn't stick with it. So, but no, I love watching the guys play. It's always fun.
Okay, yeah, great camaraderie here in Florence, Kentucky. And Tyler, I'd like to thank you, man. First interview with a lot to come, and good luck tonight. Freedom are here for the first game of the series, looking to increase their winning streak to 7 games, playing against the Lake Erie Crushers and against Reichenborn's fellow teammate in Jack Granith. Thank you, and we'll be back for another edition of Freedom Focus.